Welcome to Solo Shot First, and today we're going to be having a look at the Mandalorian Super Commando captain from Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now this arrived today. I think it was part of wave, I think it's 41. God, I'm actually losing track of where some of these waves are. As part of that wave, included in that was the the Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper, which I believe has this is pretty much the same sculpt, I think, with just a few alterations. You've obviously got this Mandalorian Super Commando captain in this, the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper, ARC Trooper Jesse, Figrin Dan, and the Din Djarin from Morak figure. So, first impressions of the card, I actually quite like this. I know some people have sort of been have had a little bit of different feelings towards this. I think it's a nice looking card. I mean, the actual image on there is an artist's impression. You've got that Kenner logo in the bottom right as you look at it, the warning logo in the top right, and then that 4+ age group in the top left. The actual name pill is in a nice, very sort of dark red, which is very apt, really, because obviously sort of fits with the figure itself. In terms of the colouring, certainly looking at it through the plastic bubble there. And then obviously the background just behind the figure is the same red. So it does actually make the card stand out quite nicely. It's a nice looking card, and I said the figure inside does look very, very nice, although I think it is pretty much the same sculpt, as I said, as the Death Watch Airborne one, other than a few bits and pieces. But let's have a look at the back of the card. So this is VC246. Again, you've got that lovely Star Wars racetrack with the Vintage Collection logo in the bottom. A lot of that nonsense legal information that nobody's too interested in. And it does show you the other figures that were part of this wave. The additional ones that they've included on the back of this card is Ahsoka Tano from Corvus and Fennec Shand. So VC246. So we will have one final look at the front of the packaging again before we get this figure open and have a look at it. It does looks like the backpack is attached, because in the bubble obviously all you can see is those two smaller blasters and that sort of mid-range blaster. But nice looking card back. You know, if you're a carded collector, you're definitely going to obviously want this if you're picking up the line. And you know, if you're an opener or you like your clones, you're definitely going to want to get this boy, just quite simply just to add to your clone army. Anyway, let's get this figure out of the packaging and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so I've got the figure on the spinner. Just quite simply, I was trying to get him to stand and put him on like one of the sort of clear see-through stands, if you like. But the one thing obviously I would say, certainly just looking at this straight from the off, is the peg holes in the feet are so small you're not going to be able to really potentially get this guy on a stand. Other than that, you know, it's a really nice looking figure. Sorry, the way I've got him standing as well, sort of slightly bent forward. It was the only way I could actually get him stand up at this stage. But it's got some really nice colouring, certainly on this, in terms of not so much weathering and colouring from the back, but from the front, as you can see as it spins round. He's got the nice sort of grey boots. The shin guards, you actually have that nice sort of deep red. It's got the grey knee pads. The weapons holsters are attached, obviously, to the side of the legs, which I think works really, really nice with these sculpts. And then, obviously, you've got that sort of gun belt sort of round his waist. Some nice detailing with a bit of silver there on his right forearm, where you've got that sort of those forearm plates that he's wearing. And then you've got the nice shoulder pads, where you've got those spikes, if you can just see that as it's coming round, sticking out. Actually, let's get him off the spinner and have a look and see if we can get him standing. Okay, so yeah, so what I was saying is you've got the nice detailing there on those sort of shoulder pads, and some nice detailing on that chest plate as well. It's obviously got that really nice dark red, but it looks like it's got some sort of silver, which would probably appear to be scratches, or that's what it's probably meant to be. The helmet itself, obviously, you've got those spikes on the top. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's why I said quite difficult to get this guy to stand. A little bit of I suppose, a little bit of a novelty, those, but I mean, it does work with this, and it does actually look quite nice. So, all in all, it's quite a nice looking figure. In terms of the articulation you get with this, I know I've sort of said it over some of the recent ones we've got, but this is everything that you're going to want from articulation in a 3.75 inch figure. So you've got articulation at the head, at the shoulders, at the elbows, at the wrists, and with a hinge in the wrist. You've got a crunch just above the abdominal area, and also obviously a turn. He's got the full butterfly hinge in the hips, articulation at the knees, and the rocker ankles. So absolutely, I've said it before, this is as good as you're going to get. In terms of the accessories that you get with it, you've obviously got the backpack on that you've seen on the spinner. He comes with this mid-range blaster, if you want to class it as that, which is just a grey plastic. There is no colouring to the stock or the barrel or anything there, but it's a relatively sturdy plastic. And then obviously comes with these two smaller pistols, which again are just sorry if you can see that, a plain grey. But what I would say with these ones, these feel a little bit sturdier than some of the ones again that we've had recently. So I suppose that's a nice touch. At the end of the day, this isn't going to be for everybody. I'm actually a massive fan for the Clone Wars, so I was always going to want to pick this one up anyway, because I love my clones. But it's nice looking packaging, nice looking figure, great articulation, and some good accessories. So anyway, it was just a quick video just to sort of showcase this guy. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.